Let's dive right into a lifestyle shift that's not just a trend but a revolution in eating habits. Today, we're delving into intermittent fasting and eating pattern that's all the rage, backed by a multitude of research demonstrating its potential health benefits. Our journey will cover 4 pivotal areas: understanding intermittent fasting, its mechanism, the multitude of benefits supported by scientific studies, and guidelines for adopting this practice effectively. So, what exactly is intermittent fasting? It's crucial to grasp that intermittent fasting isn't about the food you consume. It's not a diet. It's about when you choose to eat. The cultural norm of eating breakfast as soon as you wake up? That tradition was heavily marketed by cereal companies seeking profit. Intermittent fasting turns that idea on its head, suggesting you may be better off skipping breakfast and, by doing so, keeping your body in a fasted state longer, which is where the benefits we're about to explore stem from. How does it work? Your body operates in 2 modes: fasted and feasting. After you eat, your body takes a handful of hours between 8 to 12 to process the food, absorb nutrients, and burn the incoming fuel for activities. In contrast, the fasted state sets in about 8 to 12 hours post your last meal. This timing aligns with our ancestral patterns and optimizes the body's ability to tap into stored fat for energy. Now to the enticing part, the benefits. Firstly, weight loss emerges as a significant advantage. When we eat, insulin levels rise. The sensitivity of your body to insulin determines how effectively it utilizes food for energy versus storing it as fat. Research by Dr. Jason Fung reveals that fasting heightens insulin sensitivity, aiding the body in using food more efficiently and reducing fat accumulation. Another study illustrates that intermittent fasting, by reducing meal frequency, naturally diminishes calorie intake by roughly 28%. Muscle growth is another benefit. Often calorie restriction leads to muscle depletion. However, intermittent fasting, as indicated by a University of British Columbia study, bolsters muscle growth, allowing fat loss while increasing muscle mass. Let's talk longevity. Caloric reduction has consistently extended lifespans in lab animals by as much as 30%, and though human trials are pending, there's strong belief that these findings will hold true for us as well. Intermittent fasting contributes to caloric reduction, potentially offering us a ticket to a longer life. Human growth hormone, HGH, levels experience a surge during fasting periods. Studies demonstrate a significant increase in HGH, which carries an array of health perks like bolstered immunity, improved skin, cognitive benefits, quickened healing, and optimal muscle mass, to name just a few. Disease prevention is another critical benefit. Varied studies link intermittent fasting with reduced risk of heart disease, type-2 diabetes, cancer, and even Alzheimer's disease. It's clear that intermittent fasting isn't just about weight, it's about overall health. Eager to start? Determine your eating window. Variations like the 16 to 8, 18 to 6, 5 to 2, and others exist, but we'll focus on the popular 16 to 8 method and non-eating window of 16 hours followed by an 8-hour eating window. Pick a starting time for your eating window that fits your routine, allowing for a fasting period that includes your sleep, making the process simpler. During your fasting period, water, tea, and black coffee are fine, but avoid adding sugar or milk. Once your fast ends, it's showtime for your muscles exercise, then refuel. Most individuals find their hunger adjusts quickly, making the protocol easier over time. In my own experience, intermittent fasting sharpens my focus, enhances productivity, and supports my health goals, which is why I'm an advocate for at least giving it a trial run. Remember, discipline is pivotal in this process. By subscribing to our channel, hitting like, and ringing that notification bell, you're aligning with a community that values health, longevity, and discipline. You're choosing to empower yourself with knowledge and action. For those who've journeyed to the end of this exploration, what actions from today's discourse do you plan to integrate into your life? Your feedback is invaluable. If the insights we've shared have added value to your life, consider showing your appreciation by providing a tip. It's a gesture that fuels our commitment to delivering content that enriches your life. Look for the link in the description. Gentlemen, continue to cultivate your wisdom, build your divine masculine strength, and embrace the journey of lifelong learning. Your health is your wealth, and today, you've invested wisely. Welcome, gentlemen, to a discussion that could quite literally reshape the way you view eating and productivity. Today, it's all about the power of intermittent fasting, mastering your body's fueling system to not only sharpen your mind but potentially transform your physique. Ready to dive in? Let's get to the meat of it. Imagine a day where your first meal comes only after you've been up and active for a solid 4 to 6 hours. Sounds challenging? It's the cornerstone of intermittent fasting, where you restrict your eating to a mere 8-hour window. This practice isn't just about hunger games. It's a strategic move to elevate your energy and focus, while also dialing in on fat loss. So, what's the game plan? For starters, avoid any food 2 hours before hitting the hay. You see, going to bed on a full stomach is not only uncomfortable, it can mess with your sleep quality and digestion. You might be wondering, how does one tackle the gnawing hunger that creeps in during the morning hours? The trick is hydration, lots of it. Aim for at least 64 ounces of water daily. It might seem like you're setting up for a swim inside, but measuring out your intake makes it a breeze, and trust me, your body will thank you. Now, when that coveted mealtime finally rolls around, ease into it. Overindulge, and you're setting yourself up for a world of discomfort, particularly if sugar's on the menu and insulin levels decide to do a roller coaster ride. And during those fasting hours in the morning? Find a mission, something that requires your intense focus and commitment. This will not only distract from thoughts of food but could lead to productivity you never realized you had in you. A pro tip that works wonders is downing a glass of water first thing after you wake up. It's like a gentle nudge to your body, tricking your brain into thinking that the kitchen can wait a little longer. Let's say caffeine is your faithful morning ally. Stick with unsweetened black coffee or tea. Some might argue it's fasting blasphemy with any add-ins, but really, if it has no calories, it shouldn't derail your fasting train. And try swapping your soda cravings with sparkling or carbonated water. It's surprisingly effective. But here's the clincher. Gentlemen, approach this with a positive mentality. The moment you start thinking it won't work, you're setting yourself up for failure. Stay open-minded and give it an honest shot, because contrary to common beliefs, intermittent fasting might just be easier than you anticipate. Don't just take my word for it, though. Be the scientist of your own body. Experiment with intermittent fasting for a solid 2 months before even thinking of calling it quits. Chances are, if you're seeing results in this time frame, you're in for the long haul. And yes, if you're on morning meds that mandate a meal, or you're dealing with serious health conditions, this might not be your playing field. Always consult with your healthcare provider first. So, have these insights on intermittent fasting sparked some intrigue? If you're nodding along, thinking about how you can integrate this into your own routine, then consider joining the ranks of those who've turned mealtime on its head for greater vitality and health. Right about now, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and ring the notification bell. By doing so, you're not just tapping into a wealth of knowledge, you're setting yourself up for success, fully armed with strategies that could very well redefine your lifestyle. And here's to you if you've got a fasting story, a personal anecdote, or some golden nuggets of experience. Drop them in the comments. Your insights make our community more robust and informed. Gentlemen, as this discussion draws to a close, remember that the strongest male heroes are not just those who are seen but those who see the future and plan their path wisely. If you found value here, and it's tipping the scales toward a healthier, smarter you, feel free to show some appreciation. A tip link awaits in the description. Contribute what feels right, proportional to the wisdom gained. Thank you for watching, for growing, and for taking the reins on your journey to peak performance. Stay strong, stay hungry for knowledge, and as always, continue to strive for that refined edge of success. Until next time.